We were actually talking about it offline a bit as how useful a Borg is. Ooh, actually Chappelle finds a nice pop-up there. Comes in with some damage, but not able to really offset. Oh, did Powerless steal that? I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
that was a very well-placed hook
nice.
there. Maybe a shadow of things to come here for the Knights of Fate.
All right, so we agree you could go both sides, but Avalon or Knights of Fate? You like to dodge the question, but you gotta give me, tell me. Woo!
We're coming in here. You do see Demon does catch a nice hook to the face. It goes down, and that's going to be a first blood for the side of Knights of Fate.
Pretty good first blood. Demon going down. It's not really a biggie because it's only, it's only going to Borg in a way, but still, it's the jungle basic. Kind of freezing the lane. He wants to make himself safe, staying in the tower, but it's not gonna work much, huh? He still has to get.
High over there does land some damage on Arvil, who's trying to get himself a little bit of vision. Right now, already, Knights of Fate doing a good job of kind of remaining a little bit of a nuisance to Avalon, pushing into the jungle, making sure they're still getting their farm. Oh, big hook lands on the basic. He is going to be able to push away. Last Insanity comes out. Is it going to be able to find a kill? It does not, but their last bit of damage does find basic. He is now down Arvil in a bad way, about to 1/3 health, and this is all while Avalon sitting there focusing on the turtle right now.
A very good call from Powerless, knowing that Basic doesn't have ultimate here, really committing to get the kill. The turtle is up, though who's gonna get...
Yeah, you can see Toinks over there gets the turtle, and now we are at a brawl. Chappelle goes down as well, Fallen putting on the boots across the throat of Avalon right now. It is now tied up at 2 apiece.
Someone got nuked. That was an insane damage for an early game ultimate from Fredrin. That was very unexpected. I didn't expect Mikasa to lose about 70% of his life in one ult, but when it's full stacked, it hurts. It hurts. Basic going to get a lot of the shield against Zero, so it's pretty good for the Avalon gold laner. We see the economy is about 500 gold difference in favor of Avalon. Pretty good start for Avalon. You don't want to get Leslie fed. That's the thing, right?
Ooh, Arvil finds himself a target, gets the set, but here comes the rough waves, and Chappelle's going to be able to find himself a little bit of distance from the other team at Avalon here. You can see both laners doing a good job here. I want to say that Marksman has surprisingly remained very even. Powerless comes out, ooh, and a hook just wide. Arvil comes out with a massive Tyrant's Revenge. Here comes the suppressions, and now Kai able to find the kill. Arvil goes down. Fallen in the middle of it. Goes down as well. This is a 3v1. Basic needs to get out of there. Gets slowed down by that ability from Zero. They're not able to find a kill.
I think it was the worst case scenario for Avalon as they are getting chased.
Oh, big pop-up and a beautiful synergy there by the side of Knights of Fate. Demon's going to have to use that black shoes to get himself out of harm's way. Now, sitting at 5-2. And what a turnaround from how we thought that this match was going to go. They're just finding these rotations so much quicker than Avalon.
I was thinking Basic was having a good start of the game, but then Zero is on 4-0. No, he's on 4-0. He got 4 kills in this little face-off. That made Iritel so ahead of Leslie. It's going to be a big problem for Basic from now on. Powerless keeps the pressure on the bot lane as Avalon is trying to secure the turtle.
Oh, speaking of the pressure now, Basic in trouble here. You do see that. Oh, Basic actually outplays, able to flicker out of the way. Down goes Powerless. Zero's going to go ahead. He's going to try to get this tower here. You can see, meanwhile, we have a fight here at the turtle. Toink's in a bit of trouble. Penalty zone comes in. He's going to use that flicker to get out of harm's way. Arvil comes in. Tyrant's Rage pins 2 against the wall. Toink's coming in with that ability. He is able to find the kill onto Chappelle. Another kill onto Kai from Demon. And just like that, Avalon have tied up the kills.
But Kai took the turtle. Somehow he found the retribution among all these cows. And I would say, Arvil, very nice picks, huh? Really nice sets, but it's just not doing enough to get that turtle. Powerless, little... Yep. Go for it.
Oh, I was just about to say, I'm kind of wondering, like, that's not really on Arvil. I feel like his team is just not really kind of reacting fast enough. Arvil has some beautiful pickups when it comes to those Tyrant's Revenges into the Tyrant's Rage, but the team is just not collapsing fast enough, and Knights of Fate are starting to, like, turn around these engagements.
I gotta say, Porales sacrificing to try to get the kill on basic earlier was really commendable for him. I like the idea that you're really committing to sacrifice yourself under the enemy tower to get a kill for your gold laner. It's actually very worth it, because the worst case scenario, here it was really worst case scenario, he died alone. But best case, you know, you're trading your roamer for the enemy gold laner is perfect. You can get the tower. Porales again coming.
Conceal play, flicker into the suppression. In comes Arvel to try to save his teammate down. Goes powerless. Arvel finds the kill there, and you can see Kai trying to put on the damage.
God.
Beautiful flicker by Arvel. Zero finding a kill onto him, and the last insanity is going to go ahead and cover their escape. Chapow in a bad way between four members of Avalon. A little bit of a miscommunication there as powerless, or not powerless, Chapow dove in there without the support of his team.
Chapeau, I think he's always like, just his tempo is not really that good here. His Carita is not really finding the right picks. Oh my god, Porales again getting that hook.
He got out of the hook, then activated his black shoes, almost put himself in harm's way, brought himself closer to the Knights of Fate.
I think he panicked a bit. He purified and ultimated at the same time. He was like, oh my god, I'm gonna click everything, something is gonna work, and it worked in the end, but that was a bit scary. Alright, Avalon securing that turtle most likely, a bit ahead in gold.
Yeah, you can see Powerless doing a good job trying to get some vision here. Half health there. Oh, we find the pop-up on to Demon and the kill. Down, and now you see Zero onto the back lines there, trying to zone out Toinks. And just like that, Knights of Fate, concealed play now, coming in onto Arvel with that bravest fighter form from Mikasa. And meanwhile, the rest of the Knights of Fate doing a great job of securing this turtle. Last Insanity comes in, secures the kill onto Toinks. And you can see right now, Fallen in a little bit of trouble. Appraiser's Wrap takes down Powerless. Kai in trouble as well. Avalon cleaning up shop. Zero is not long for this world, but I don't know if he found a kill before he died. Nope. And that is going to be a complete wipe for the Knights of Fate.
You saw how Fallen managed to survive enough to land that ult that completely turned around the fight. I thought for sure Avalon would lose this because they re-engaged a bit too late, and I felt like this 4 versus 5, knowing that Lilia was down, would not work, but in the end it did. I can't believe Fallen is finding these timings, man. It's so...
Oh, we do have another last Insanity. Fallen and Demon gonna go ahead and create some distance. Oh, we have a conceal play. Basic comes in here. Putting on the damage. You can see Mikasa diving into the lane. Big hook lands, but Powerless suffers for it. Fallen comes in, puts the damage on very quickly. Here comes Arvel again. He is surgical when it comes to these ultimates from Kufra, and now they are in chase of Knights of Fate, who are going to have to disengage. You were talking about it earlier. I mean, they are just doing such a great job right now. Fallen has such confidence on this hero, and that's kind of what you get, that double-edged sword when you're playing a Fredrin. You take so much damage, you have to be able to kind of hold your trigger finger before you release that ult.
I got it. Oh my god, the hook.
Jesus, Powerless lands a hook there, plus a suppression, finally able to take down Arvel, who has been a thorn in their side the entire game.
I was gonna say, what a good synergy between Fallen and Arvel. I feel like when it's not one, it's the other who is really taking the aggro onto himself and turning around the fight. When Fallen is taking the aggro onto himself, Arvel is setting up for a nice engage, really well positioned. They're always kind of helping each other, and then Basic, Demon, they just have to finish off the work. Terizla is doing some plays. We're still yet to see some crazy 4-man ultimate from Twinks. I'm sure it's gonna come. Twinks or Twinks? How do you pronounce it?
Toinks. Like the sound a pig makes.
Okay, Toinks.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start on this Lord. You can see 5 members of Avalon sitting here in good position. Fallen actually in the background finds a kill onto Mikasa. Kai desperately trying to put some damage onto this Lord, but it's already reset. You are a man down, and you can see the split priorities right now. Avalon doing a great job of creating some pressure. Rough Waves comes out. Toy's going to have to expend that flicker. Kai coming in with a last Insanity, and now he is down to about half health as well.
As I was seeing, Leslie was pushing on the mid. No, he's going in the back, Basic.
Yeah, Zero in trouble here. Oh, big hook lands! Powerless finds the kill onto Basic and a pop-up for the other two members. Powerless in trouble. Look at the jukes and jives from that Franco. He is twinkle toes right now. Demon goes down, and we are still fighting at this turtle right now.
I don't know why they didn't do the Lord, because they sent Basic on the mid. They were 5 versus 4. They could have done the Lord instead of focusing on pushing that mid. And no, they cannot get the Lord. So I think it was a small mistake from Avalon. I would have probably gathered and then just do the Lord.
Well, I mean, Avalon able to find a kill, not a kill, but a tower up at the top. So, I mean, they still are getting some macro worth out of this, even though they didn't get the Lord. So now both teams kind of resetting on the map. Lord sweating bullets right now. That was a long, drawn-out fight. Nobody able to take him just yet. At the 11-minute mark, still a non-luminous Lord. That's kind of the value, again, too, that you get from a Fredrin. Super tanky, able to kind of hold this Lord, bait out these fights. And apparently Avalon really want these fights.
I think we are hitting that sweet spot where Basic is really the target to take down. Powerless understood that last fight. Little concealed play from Powerless, maybe. Getting again? No, he's not gonna get it.
Ooh. Toinks in actually a bad way here, does get caught. There's 3 members here. He comes in with the penalty zone, putting on the damage. In comes Arvel, misses just a little bit wide with that Tyrant's Revenge fallen, able to take the Lord, but in the back line, Chappao trying to put on some damage. Gonna have to use that rough waves to get away, and unable to answer this Lord take. Knights of Fate are smartly going to have to disengage.
I was a bit scared for Chopo for a second. He kind of missed it. He wanted to force that flank. Didn't work out that well. Arvel could have done a good conceal flicker forward, but they decided to wait for the Lord. I think it's the better and the safest bet here. Basic really getting fed. We are hitting the late game. They have all the map control for themselves. Leslie, more or less, you gotta lend some more hooks, just a bit more. To delay that game, because right now Avalon is really in the lead, both economically on the control here. They're setting up the waves very nicely. All the waves are gonna hit at the same time. It's gonna be hard for Knights of Fate to defend here.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about when it comes to a lot of these teams having some great macro, all the lanes crashing at the same time. You're gonna have to spread out if you want to be able to defend this. Lord, yeah, you can see over there from the behind there. Basic comes in, ooh, is able to get out of the way. Chappao comes in there. Lord goes down. They are able to punish Knights of Fate with 1 high ground tower down. It looks like they're still in here. Demon still has those black shoes, so not exactly afraid of what Knights of Fate can do. Now we're up at the top tower. Half health left onto it. Big pop up there, lands onto the minions. They're trying to clear this out very quickly, and it looks like Avalon only going to be able to get 1 tower.
Chapo had the perfect setup. He was behind, he was hidden, he didn't know he was there. He had 5 men in front of him. He tried to land that first spell petrify. Didn't combo well, and it didn't work out. It's really tough for Kadita. It's tough to get the proper target. He wants to get Basic in the best case scenario, but he's not showing himself. He's just well positioned all the time, and he has 3 big boys in front of him covering him.
Beefy boys.
I say that. That's your curse.
Yeah, just as then Basic able to go ahead pointing out Chappao for his teammates. Chapao's actually in trouble here. There are 4 members that are giving chase right now. I'm not sure if he's got those dancing shoes on. He's going to be able to. Here comes the rest of Knights of Fate here, trying to punish them. They come in. They're going to be able to secure an escape for Chappao.
I should stop saying things, man, because like it just happened straight up after. I was saying he wants to get Leslie, and he gets Leslie. Sadly, he doesn't get the kill. The flicker, always dodging the finisher damage. It's always the best escape route. Just flicker away, run away.
Yeah, you can see here. Zero, actually, Demon in a little bit of trouble there. Uses his black shoes to reset his health.
Not sure what happened. Twinks tried to flicker, trick ult in the bush, but there was no one. Little miscommunication.
You see that great dragon spear actually being picked up by Zero. So I'm wondering how much that's going to have an effect. It's actually the first time I've actually noticed it being picked up by somebody here. Right away. I wonder how much it. Yeah, with the speed he's going to get from his ultimate, how fast he's going to be able to close the distance onto the back line. It's going to take some positioning here. It looks like Knights of Fates definitely want to contest this turtle. They're not trying to give it away. This is probably their last pitch. Big hook lands. Toinks gets grabbed. Big flicker, so they're able to kind of kite them away. But in the back line, you can see Kadita there lying in wait. Is he going to be able to get it there? Kadena kind of hesitating there. Oh, Powerless getting covered by his teammates. As you can see, that magic sentry going ahead, giving away the position. Kadena comes in, is not able to find the Lord, and gets killed in the process. And now you're a man down with a Lord coming.
Well, Chapao tried. I think his timing was pretty good. The Lord was low HP, almost got it, but he got cancelled. All the CC coming in is really a nightmare for Karita to handle. And Chapao struggling with the Karita. It's just a tough game for the guy. You gotta give him some credit for trying it here. Karita is usually a pretty neutral pick you want to have all the time, but here it's gonna be tough to defend. Again, another well-timed waves. Look on the sides, look on the mid.
Yeah, and this is the difference between other teams and when it comes to Avalon. Lord crashing in at bottom while the waves crashing. Oh, Arva comes in with another ultimate. We're looking at the damage down. Goes 0 and Chapao due to basic. The core is at half health. They're still trying to put it on. We were seeing this before. Arvel in a bad way. He's going to be actually able to find himself and escape. Now basic finds another kill. Is that a Savage? It is the second Savage of the NACT, this time for basic.
I saw it coming from the double kill. I was like, they're gonna give it to him. And basic closes the game with a beautiful Savage. Really well played from Avalon. He got some, tough moments in the game, but they did pretty good overall, huh? And 2-1 and we're right.